What's going on, guys? I'm back with another one. And I just watched a movie called Smile, starring Sosie Bacon, Jesse T. Usher, not that Usher, and Cal Gallner. First of all, everyone knows, anyone that just watches movies, all right, that there's always an abundance of horror movies. Every Halloween, it never fails. It never fails. They spit a lot of horror movies out around this time, and they seldom care about the quality more than just the quantity. So it's quantity over quality almost every time. Okay, because as of now, we have Barbarian, which is about the weird house guest, or whatever that be Airbnb or whatever you youngsters call it these days, that they did, and so somebody doesn't belong there pretty much, and they find out, and whatever. I'm not gonna explain the whole thing, but I was supposed to see that, but something else caught my attention, I assume, and I never got a chance to. I still might check it out, though. All right? So I can't say too much yet on that one. Then there's Jeepers Creepers Reborn. But the thing about this is I've seen one barely, and then two, which I really loved, and then I missed three. And I think there wasn't a 4 or anything like that. I'm not sure. But I've heard 3 was pretty bad. I still want to see it because I don't want to be lost watching the Reborn movie. I really love Jeepers Creepers' character, the type of creature that he is, and his whole origin story. So I would love to see this movie, but I need to see everything before it. All right. It's very important. Very important on that. Okay. Then there's Halloween Ends. I don't even know if I should even speak about this anymore. Okay. The last one I didn't even bother watching. I don't think I've even seen the one before. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't care. They're putting too many Michael Myers movies out. Just let the man die. Let him die. It's over. Let him go. Please. Please. I beg of you. I beg you. Don't put any more of those out. All right. And then we have Pray for the Devil. Now, the issue with this, it looks creepy and everything, and up from the trailer, and it's going to try to convince you that this is what it is. This is a PG-13 movie. You understand my issue with PG-13 horror movies already, right? I don't even think I need to discuss any further. Just don't. You're teasing me. You're just teasing me at this point. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Gone, please. No, we're not doing that. And then also there's Hellraiser, which I had no idea was coming out so soon. But there's another Hellraiser out. All right. I'm going to have to do some catching up on that one too, because it's been such a long time since I've seen any of the Hellraiser movies. All right. And so they're now popping this up. And I've seen no trailers. No trailers whatsoever. That's just horrible. That's horrible marketing, promotion, everything right there. And I don't know what's going on, which might be a good thing. Who knows? But come on, man. Come on. Do better. Then we have Piggy, which, as I can recall, started out as a short film about a overweight girl who had some bullies that something bad happened to them after their reign of terror on her, and she's trying to decide whether she should help or not. And now it's been turned into a full-length film. That actually looks good. That actually looks like it's worth something. Okay, so we're going to put that on the shelf and put a little cursor by it. Might check that out. I might check that out. Then we have all the crap that's going on with the little programs and sub programs and whatnot, like Netflix and Prime or whatever, Amazon, like My Friend's Exorcist or Mr. Harrison's Phone, which is PG-13 once again. And so, I'm not even going to worry about those. I'm not even going to give those a second look. And then, of course, there's Terrifier 2. I haven't seen Terrifier 1. So once again, I'm not going to go into a movie lost like a little child. I'm not doing that. I have to see it looks good, though. I'm not going to, down the movie. It looks good, but I have to see part 1. And so my question is, now that we have Smile, will this be one of the movies out of this bucket of crap, maybe, that actually stands out? That's actually worth the watch in this pile of trash, horror trash. We're about to find out. Let's go. Smile. For those who don't know, for those who are not aware, if you don't know about this movie now, you haven't seen any movies this year. All right, because every time I go to the theater, I see the same trailer every single time. All right. With the "you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die" guy, and it's so funny, it's ridiculous. It's not even scary when I saw that. Okay, don't play me. You know about this. Smile. It's pretty much about this woman who's had some trauma in her past. All right, with her mother committing suicide and whatnot. And then we skip some years down the line. And we now see her as a grown woman, and she's a counselor for, disturbed, mentally ill people and whatnot like that. She starts to see this thing happen, or a pattern of people killing themselves. All right. And then she experiences it head on when a patient comes in, starts talking crazy about how she can see these people dying, and she knows this is gonna die and this is gonna die, and then she kills herself in front of her. All right, and this is when the crazy stuff happens, because now she has this mark on her, and everywhere she goes, she's seeing visions of people dying and people smiling for no reason, and she's not sure if it's there or if it's an illusion. All right, and there happens just to be some kind of curse behind this, or supposedly, and now she has to find out how to stop this from continuing. That's pretty much the premise of that one. Positives. This film had some of the eeriest music in the background that I've ever heard. Okay, I've known some other movies like this, of course, especially horror movies, but this one just almost takes the cake. It really went out of its way to stress the every time. It was so loud in the theater, it almost made my heart just beat faster than what it was beating, because I just couldn't escape that sound. All right, it knew what perfect time to play that music to. Right when it's getting on a specific scene or something like that, it just would creep up on you, and it made you feel like, okay, at this point, time to get scared. All right, so it kind of told me when to get scared. I don't know if I like that or not, but it did a good job of it. I'll put it like that. All right. Another positive about this movie honestly kept me in suspense. Now, I'm going to mention this throughout this review a lot, that you already know I just don't like jump scare heavy movies that have nothing else to them. And it seemed like it was going that route, and it kind of did in a way, but at the same time, I don't know how to feel about this, because it actually made me like these jump scares a little bit. All right, I had me on the edge of my seat, like, no. I don't know how many times I said no. Every time I saw like a dark hallway or a door open and all you saw was darkness, I I got squirmish. I got squeamish. I wanted to look away. It was getting a little weird. Okay. And so that got to me as well. That really got to me. And they knew how to play with my mind with that one. Another positive about this has some chilling images as far as horror. All right. There's a specific scene or a certain scene towards the end that really got me when she confronts a certain, I'll say, person in this aspect at the end, and that person changes its form so drastically that I was like, oh, what the hell? Yeah, it got me. That got me, man. That really took a shock out of me. That took some stuff out of me. I can't say. Okay, I almost had to go to the bathroom on that one. That I haven't been scared like that in a good minute. Good job on that. You really got me with that. Okay, Jesus. And there's another one in there too. It just involves a drooling woman. Let's put it like that. But that was also uber creepy. My last positive for this. This made me really question what was really going on here. All right, because this movie wants you to believe one thing, but at the same time, I'm still asking myself, well, is it really that? Is it really that, or are these people just crazy? And they're trying to make you believe they're not crazy, okay? And something really is happening and occurring here. And it toyed with that throughout the film, and it went back and forth with this. And I like how it plays around with the thought of, okay, this could be that, this could probably be that, but we're going to just go ahead and go along with this for the majority of the movie. But at the end, you're going to still be questioning yourself, like, is that actually what's going on? Or is just all a mind game? This is all a mind game. You have to watch the movie to know what I'm talking about, okay? It's crazy. That was crazy on that part, on that behalf, okay? Negatives. The husband, played by Jesse T. Usher, or whatever, he was so lame. He was so lame. He was more of the wife than she was. And that's putting it nicely. And he, as he was having issues with how she was acting, which is granted, okay, she was acting extremely crazy throughout the movie. And I can't blame him. But at the same time, bro, you had so much time to run. You had so much time to get out of that situation. Any other man would have just called this off. If that's how you feel. If you're thinking in your mind, I can't stick by her with this. I can't be through thick and thin with this situation. This ain't gonna happen. Just cut it right there. Get out of it. Go. I'm sorry. Hate me if you want to. I would have went. I know it said thick and thin in marriage and all that, but no. I'm not gonna end up. No. Nah. I like living. I like living. Let's put it like that. I just have to be cautious about my surroundings, and breathing and living is one of them. It's one of the things I take as a precious thing. Okay. And then he just was so annoying, and he was no fun. He was no fun. He complained the whole time, and he just was so corny. He was so corny. Get him out of there. That was my whole thing with him. Get him out of there, man. All right. My next negative on this one, and I do this in a lot of movies, horror movies like this, but this one it was redundant. She kept trying to explain what was going on, what she was seeing, to everybody she met, everybody that she bumped into. Continuously, constantly, but at the same time, no, no one's going to believe you, and she never stopped. She never once realized, hey, you know what? this is not going to work. Explaining this to anybody's not going. They have to see for themselves. And I don't know how we'll do that, but it's not going to work this way. But she never gave up explaining, which it annoyed the crap out of me. Please stop explaining the situation no one else sees. All right, crazy woman. That's what they're going to look at you as. Another negative. This didn't have enough gore for my liking. It had some gore, here where it was necessary. I understand that with the movie that it is, but this is why I don't like jump scare heavy movies, because I still need that slash vibe, even if it's not really a slasher film per se. But I need the blood and gore to just level up. All right, and it didn't have that. It didn't have enough for me. All right, I'm greedy. I want more. I want more. I want to really be, terrified from this movie. Okay, honestly, honestly, all the way. You got to get me all the way. I know that they tried, to keep it within the realm of what they're going for, but it wasn't enough. Last negative, not too big of an issue. This movie had a few professional characters in here, like cops and psychiatrists, that were not professional at all. I don't think this would happen in real life. Or I have to question what town is this? What the cops talk to the people that they're investigating like this, and it's people who haven't done anything. All right, who were just witnesses. Yeah, who talks to their witnesses like this? That's crazy. It was just they're talking to her like she wasn't there. That's with that said, I gotta give this an I cool. Yes, an I cool, because something that was just missing with this movie. I cannot give it a hell yeah. It's better than a lot of jump scare movies I've seen, but it's just still something there that just was not all the way in there for me. I need you to press that like button, share, and you better subscribe.